Om Akyanati Mirandasya Gananchana Shalakya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupakadamayam Tatati Svapatantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, I am reading again the translation of the verse. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Yeah. Here Arjuna is speaking, and actually he's speaking for the general that how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts for the desire to enjoy royal happiness. But actually he himself, he was not, he didn't have the desire for this. He says this out of humbleness for himself also, but actually he was forced to make these sinful acts of killing his own kinsmen. So actually, because Krishna desired it in the end, it was for the dharma, for a good purpose to fight, even if it was for the against the family. So, and yeah, this is actually we can immediately think also on the story of Nrsingadev when we hear this verse, that because Hiranyakashipu was ready to kill his own son for his selfish motives. So the story of Nrsingadev, I can explain this. Prahlad Maharaj, he's on the lap of Nrsingadev, and he was in this world, and his father was very evil. Or better to say, in the beginning, he was just very materialistic. He was the king of this world, and Hiranyakashipu, actually, it means Hiranya and Kashipu. Hiranya means gold, and Kashipu means a bed, comfortable bed. So this was what he liked very much. And yeah, what desires he had also then was he wanted to rule. He wanted to rule the whole universe. This was his wish, and he wanted to rule the universe, and he conquered even the heavenly planets. He don't wanted to hear the name of Vishnu, because Vishnu killed his brother Hiranyaksha before, and yeah, he didn't believe in God anyways. This was his demoniac mentality, and but interestingly, even the demons at this time had quite a lot of Vedic knowledge. For example, he knows that he will come. He believed in reincarnation, and probably also in karma, maybe. But he didn't believe in God. So this was the problem for him, why he had to suffer so much then. So he wanted to play God. And actually, yeah, he conquered the whole universe. So he was successful. He was successful in ruling the universe. he managed it even so far that he could turn up the whole universe. I have heard when he was here, the pious people came to the hellish planets, and the bad people came to the heavenly planets. Like this, I have heard. Yeah. So he turned it up, the whole universe, and it worked everything until his son came to this world. So his son, Prahlad Maharaj, he was a great devotee of Vishnu. And so when Hiranyakashipu, when he realized that he was a devotee of the Lord, it was a disturbance in his mind. So he tried to make Prahlad to a demon. He sent him to demon school and so on. And yeah, he tried his best, but he never stopped to chant the holy name of Vishnu. And Hiranyakashipu became so much angry and more. So after some time, he even decided to kill his own son. So that's why I was telling this story, because here it is also about this topic in this verse, that we are out of the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we commit great sinful acts. So this was that story. And actually the Mahabharata, this is the Bhagavad Gita is in the middle of the Mahabharata. This is also, there are also great stories also. But I wanted to also, another story to this topic I wanted to mention, it's in Ram Lila. There was a king, King Dasharat. He was a good king, and he was ruling also all the universe, or only King Dasharat, or maybe only Ayodhya. No, maybe only Ayodhya. And he got 4 sons, and his oldest son was Sri Ramachandra. It's also an incarnation of Sri Krishna. And actually he came along with his expansions, Lakshman, Bharata, and Shatrughna. And actually this king had 3 wives. This in Vedic times, you can imagine this was like thousands of years ago. No, even 100,000 of years ago. The kings, they were great warriors. They were allowed to have more wives because they had so much big responsibilities. So today it is not, it should not be done, but they could in that time, because they also had the capacity. They were so much rich, and they had at the time everything they had. So I can just make an example. Even 5,000 years ago, when Krishna was on earth, there was a Brahmana, and his wife gave birth to a child, and the child immediately died. And then this Brahmana went to the king and asked why this is happening. So this is just to declare how much responsibility that the king at that time had. So that means the king was even responsible for such things. Also the king was responsible for the weather. weather should always be good. I think in Vedic times there was always like this. During the day it was sunny, and during the night it was rainy. So this is perfect for a gardening for field. So yeah, this was about the responsibility of kings. So this king had 3 wives then, and one was Kausalya. With her he got Ram, and he had Sumitra, his brother Lakshmana he got, and then with his third wife he had Kaikeyi, and they together they had Bharata and Shatrughna. So, and they grew up, they went to Gurukul, and they helped also some sage, Vishwamitra, and later on they got married. I mean, Ram got married with Sita Devi, and after that, actually, few years later, King Dasharat decided to enthrone his son, Shri Ram. And it was tradition that always the oldest son would become the king. So Ram should become king. Jai Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai. And there was everybody was so much happy. Everybody loved Ram in the whole city. The whole city loved Ram. Everything was about Ram because this was Vishnu, Krishna, an incarnation of God. So similar like in Vrindavan, everybody is attracted to Krishna just simply, just by simplicity, because not even for that he is God, but in Ayodhya, even also there, they didn't know that he is God. They were just attracted to him because he's so sweet. And so everybody was happy that he becomes the king. But there was only one person who was not happy. And this was Manthara. She was like the, I don't know how to say in English, something like a babysitter for Kaikeyi, so the third wife of King Dasharat. And yeah, she had some selfish motives. She desired that Kaikeyi's son, Bharata, should become king, and not Ram. She was always envious about Ram. I also don't remember so much what her position is. But I think Kaikeyi grew up by her, something like a mother of Kaikeyi, I think. So much detail, yeah. But all what you have to know, she was like she was always serving her also, Kaikeyi, and wishing he, But actually, this bad desire, this was just a lila. So that wait, I just continue the story. So she had this desire, and she managed it to manipulate Kaikeyi that she has right. She told her she told her that, isn't it that always Ram is on the first place? Yeah, and actually Bharata should have also the right. And yeah, so she managed it to somehow bring her enviousness into her mind. That Kaikeyi started even to believe that really her son Bharata should become the king. And also Manthara, she knew exactly that there was an open, that she had a desire open for King Dasharat, ein Versprechen, a promise. Yeah, because there was once a situation many years ago. This Kaikeyi helped King Dasharat in a war, because he was injured, and she brought him back away. And then at this time, King Dasharat told her, "You have 2 boons open from me, what you can desire." And then Kaikeyi, she left it open. She didn't desire it then, but these desires were, desire is a bad word, or maybe yes. These desires, she can also use later. So, and Manthara thought this would be the perfect time now. So she told her that Kaikeyi should take now these desires before it is too late, before Ram would become the king. So her Forderungen, Forderungen, you don't know in English? Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, but it doesn't fit in this. So she forced her to ask these desires from Dasharat. The first was to become that her son Bharata would become king, and the second was that Ramachandra should go into the exile into the forest for 14 years. Yeah. So this was very heavy, especially for King Dasharat. He loved Ram so much, the most, and actually he died few days after that, because out of Trennungsschmerz, of separation, love and separation. Yeah, he gave up the body then. Yeah, but in a spiritual way. It's similar like the gopis, I think. Yeah, because and yeah, so this was that, and actually, yeah, this whole thing was also lila, because otherwise they would not go to the exile, and actually, then later on, Sita was kidnapped, and Ram had to find her again. So this was whole adventure, whole lila, and this wouldn't happen if Manthara wouldn't have this mentality. So that's to this point that committing great sinful acts for selfish desires. Do you remember any other pastimes where this happens? Yeah, that somebody was committing sinful acts just out of selfish motives. Yeah. Or here, selfish motives. Yeah. Actually, there are so many. Also in the Mahabharata, for example, this with Draupadi, this was very bad, and she is it fitting actually? They made great sinful. They disrupt her because they actually in this arena in the battling where they were playing the games, they were disrupting her, and that just because they had this selfish desire. Duryodhana was in a very bad. He had bad desires. Very many bad desires. He's actually incarnation of Kali. Kali, not Kali.
Yeah, no, I was thinking also of Duryodhana and also of Karna in the battlefield in Kurukshetra, a war, when he killed during sleep the sons of Drupada.
Pandavas.
Of the Pandavas, and just for a selfish desire, just to supposedly try to please Duryodhana. And Duryodhana, we know that how demonic features he had, but even him was displeased by this very heinous act of Karna. That was very selfish desire.
Duryodhana would not be that bad. Ashwatthama, he surrendered to the wrong person, like Karna also. It's surrender, but to the wrong person. Also like Bhishma and Dronacharya, but they were forced by their bratas, or Dronacharya was forced by duty, or I don't remember exactly, but Ashwatthama, he was he could choose, Very good point. No, Ashwatthama killed the sons. Later then. But the selfish. Selfish things happened. Also, very bad was when Abhimanyu also was killed. They arranged some trap, and just he knew how to go through it. And then he managed it to go through it, and he was alone at the other end. And there, Abhimanyu was so strong. He's the son of Arjuna, so he could easily also kill all the Kauravas or the Kurus. But at this point, they all fighted at the same time against him. This was the problem. And this was also very selfish, because at the time it was definitely said that only one against one each other should fight. So there are many Kshatriya codes, warrior codes, like also not hitting under the knee, and after sunset is finished. But also the later it went, or better to say, the more days they fought, the more evil they became. The more they broke the rules. Later they even fought in the night.
So it was degrading, in the war?
Yeah, more and more, much more. But even also the Pandavas broke their rules then in the end, because they were breaking like anything, any rules. So I think even Duryodhana, they broke the rule of hitting his knee, I think. I think so, yeah. Because he got some armor. Yeah. From Gandhari, his mother. And then he could not die so easily. Yeah.
May I ask you if you can read again the purport? When you were reading, I had a question, but then I don't remember anymore the purport.